All right. Hey, everybody. This is Bruce with ROI Diversify. Going over pocket option this evening and the basics of it. This is turning into one of my favorite applications and soon to be yours once you get the hang of it. I'm going to run through just how to navigate around and how to toggle just the basic stuff, okay? So just let me close down some of this stuff. All right. So basically with pocket option, you're going to be trading against assets, and you have a list of categories here, right? You have currencies, cryptocurrencies, commodities, stocks, indices, and you can set favorites here. Schedule, I haven't really used. Well, no, okay, yeah, this is the schedule. So if you were doing something like forex, you have there are different availabilities based on forex. Like if you go to currencies here, you see here at the bottom, the ones that do not say OTC, which means over the counter, and they're available 24/7. The ones that do not say OTC are the Forex pairs. They're traded against the live, the live securities market. So you have to adhere to their schedule and their time frames to trade against them on pocket option. I don't usually trade against them because I don't want to be locked down to a Monday through Friday schedule, which is what Forex is usually run on Monday through Fridays. So if you want to do that, go ahead, fine, knock yourself out. But I don't do it, so I'm going to be an expert on that. But this is where you make the changes and where you make your selections. So let's say that I wanted to create some favorites. So when you click on the star here, it'll add it to your favorites category right here, and it'll also pop up on your screen as well. So let's go to another one. Let's go to stocks. If you click on one of them without clicking on the star, it won't necessarily save it to your background like you see here. So if you log off and log back on, it won't be there for you to automatically just check out. You'll have to just kind of go through the drop downs and choose. And so if I'm not clicking the star, you can just toggle through and check like that. But if you want to, once you get used to it and you determine that you have a couple of stocks or currencies or commodities or what have you that are turning up to be your favorites, then just click on the star and you can use it that way. So I'm going to pick American Express. That's one of my favorites. And I'm going to pick odd New Zealand. This stands for the Aussie pair and the New Zealand pair. You can Google like the different pair um, descriptions for forex, and it'll tell you what each of them mean. But it's pretty simple. They're based on a country, and based on the exchange of that pair between the two countries. So with OTC, what's happening is that we're not actually adhering to like the Monday through Friday market. So this is like a simulation of those markets. So you can trade them 24/7, which I think is cool. You can wake up, any time of the day, night, whatever, and if there's something going on in the market, you want to jump in, you jump in and take advantage of what's going on. So that's that. Um, let's take a look at the settings here. So these are all of your chart types. These are chart types, which is basically just your candle types. I don't usually use anything other than candles or Hakanachi, preferably Hakanachi, because it gives you the opportunity to actually see, the true trend and the momentums of those trends in the candles. So you can use candles too, but I think the Hakanachi is better because you're able to see, when the buyers and the sellers are losing control, pushing up, pushing down. You're able to see that a little better than just the candles. Time frames. These are your candle time frames. So, well, no, I'm sorry. Yeah, candle time frame. So you set it to in one, it's 15 seconds, 10 seconds, 5 seconds, 5 minutes, so on and so forth, right? Um, I'm keep mine on 15 seconds because that's how I was using it before. Now, you can keep enable timer on. So what this happens when you have enable timer on, it will show you when your candle will expire right here on the right hand side. If you take it off, it goes away, right? Um, auto scroll. I had it on when I first started using it, but I actually forgot what the benefits would be. Oh yeah, auto scroll. What happens is that if you keep auto scroll on, the market chart will move as time goes on. So you won't be able to move back. Well, you can move back, but it'll push ahead for you. Sometimes that might be a little distracting if you want to just go ahead and roll back. But um, it's up to you what you want to choose there. Take it off, leave it off, whatever. Enable grid snap. Don't really use that too much. I don't. I mean, I think it might lock the grid down in the background, but you. I mean, the grid is really not really super duper important to make money. You just it's just there to kind of see where you place your lines and things like that. When once you start to get a little more familiar with the platform. Okay. So now on this here, this is your time, right? So this is your candle time, and you can choose between the candle time, which like I mentioned, we have set. Um, this is the candle timer. So candle timer right here is these are 15-second candles, and this is your trade time. I'm sorry, your trade time. So when you go in for a trade, this is how long you're actually going in for 5 seconds, right? If you want to extend that, you can use the plus sign here. You can highlight it and type over it. Well, it does give you many options to type over things. You can use the left and right directional pads to kind of make some changes, back out. Well, 5 seconds is the minimum. You can't go lower than 5 seconds. So if you wanted to do something like 20 seconds, just type a 2 there. 30 seconds, you know, things like that. So you can't type like 95 seconds. The highest it goes is like 59. Okay. So then from there you'll be doing 1 minute. Then from there you'll be doing 1 hour. So that's how that works. And you have an option either you can go 30 minutes, 1 hour, 4 hours. I think the highest you can go is 4 hours. No higher than that. All right. So that's how you work the trade timer. And here is where you go and select your trade amounts. Now this is a cool thing that probably need to get familiar with. Um, you can make adjustments to how much you actually want to trade. The minimum amount is as low as the current payout is. So you can't go to like 0.1% if you're only betting if it's lower than what the base the minimum is. So if it's 75% of whatever the dollar amount is, you can't go lower than that. You have to adhere to the lowest amount that's being paid out. So you can make adjustments. So if I want to go to 32%, just hit back. Make sure your num lock is on too on your keyboard. That way you can make adjustments like this, and you can just put like 55. And now you got your own customized trade amount. So if you want to kind of have some control over how much you actually want to bet as you incrementally grow your account, this is the best place to start. Okay. Now, higher and lower. So someone asked me today what higher and lower means. So as you're looking at the market, basically the market is consisting of, buyers and sellers, supply and demand. So the green you see here are people that are buying orders. The red here are for people that are selling the orders. So, people are buying and, they're buying up all the supply. And these are the sellers. They're getting rid of all the inventory. Okay, it's a constant competition, but the two have to agree on the price, and that's what actually makes the trade. Okay, so based on what you predict, and as you start to understand the candle movement a little bit better, you'll be able to determine. Okay, well, I want to go up or down, depending on how the candles are moving. Okay, so and of course, with your indicators as well. Your indicators here at the bottom will help you make decisions. That's why you can't depend on them though. They're just there as an aid to help you make trading decisions. They're not a guaranteed indicator or a guaranteed shot for you to make a trade. All right. It's very important that you remember that the indicators are only there to assist you, not to hold your hand through the whole entire trade to get you from winning trades to losing trades. You have to kind of, once you start getting familiar with the strategies and candle movement, you'll be able to kind of know, okay, well, I see what it's doing here, and I know why it's doing it. So that's a little later, but that's not really for this video. That's more of a, an application type situation. This is more of an introductory video about how to use the platform. So these are your open trades. These are your closed trades when you make trades, right? And then demo is a great place to kind of play around, get used to, the candle movement, the timing of trades, when to close trades, and what happens when you make a mistake. Demo is perfect. Use demo till it breaks. Don't neglect demo. Demo is your best friend in this platform because it'll give you an opportunity to get comfortable with their strategies and actually roll over to live and apply them just the same way. There's no difference in demo and market. I mean, some people say, okay, well, demo is rigged. There's a reason why you win so many times with demo. You can see right here, I lost a lot on demo. So demo is not purposely set to make you win. Okay, it's not. It's the exact replica of the live market. It's there for you to get familiar with the application. This isn't a unique thing. There are plenty of other platforms that have demo that that you are supposed to use to practice and get familiar with as a trader. So I suggest you use it heavily, and I can't stress that enough. Use the hell out of demo. All right, so we got trades here. Then you have signals. Don't use signals, just flat out. I can tell you from my own experience, don't do it. You might get lucky on a couple of them. Don't do it, because what these signals are, they're just a group. They're just like a crowd agreement list of what people have selected to copy the signals. Like you can have 275 people here have copied this signal. Why? It might be valid in 42 minutes. Who knows? It might not, but it could very well change. So please do not depend on signals on this platform to get you to the bank. Okay, because you'll be rudely disappointed and it'll hurt your pockets when you fail. Some may win, don't get me wrong, but some will fail. When you fail, that of course the failures hit harder than the wins. So you can play around with it. You can't play around with it. You can't play around with it in demo to see what it does. You can play around with it and see what their effects are, but relying on it and getting used to it as your trading plan, I wouldn't suggest it. And I can't stress that enough. I wouldn't suggest making this a part of your trading plan because you'll ruin your account. Okay, so there's that. Social trading, that's okay. That's where you can kind of copy other people's trades. You can only do that on a real account. Um, so let's go to real so you can kind of see what that looks like. All right, so social trading, you can go here and you can see all the ballers that have made money today, the last 24 hours, right? These are all the ballers. These are the top ranked traders for 24 hours, and these guys are making bank. If you do the math, I mean, yeah, that's motivation in itself. All right, so that's what that is, and then you have a drop down here where you can choose top ranked trades, top 100 traders. Hopefully one day soon your face will be on the list. My face will be on the list hopefully one day. I've only been doing this since about March, but I got it now. So the future is the sky and past the sky. Sky's the limit, baby. So that's that. But top ranked trades. You can search for a trader by finding their UID, and you can go to your profile here to get your UID. Okay, click on UID there, and that's where you see that there. All right. Now, and when you copy traders, you can go here and see who you're copying. And once you start copying, or if you allow someone to copy your trades, if you give them your UID, and you can let them copy your trades if you got a friend or a family member you want to have them copy your trades while you're learning, that's cool. That's how you do that. Okay. Express trades really don't do that, but I think that's kind of like these are like express settings where if you want to just go ahead and place a trade on a particular asset and up or down based on the predefined settings, you can do that. I wouldn't do it that way though. I mean you can do it, but you don't have to do it that way. Pending trades. This is where you can go in, and let's say or once you start looking at the charts, you start getting good at the chart, analysis or technical analysis rather. You know exactly when the price is going to drop or rise, right? You can go here and you can determine how much you want to bet, the time frame, and how much of the percentage you want to start your bet on, and then from there you'll be able to make trades based on those conditions. I don't use it much. You can toggle it by time. You can toggle it by the asset price. You see right now it's at 159.109. You can say, okay, well, open price is here. If it drops below that, then I'll go lower or higher. You know what I'm saying? So that's what you want to do. If it hits the price, if it hits that particular price, you can determine, well, okay, well, as soon as I get that price, I know it's going lower, so I'm going to hit lower. And I wanted to be um, at that price. So you can play around with that. I don't really use it that much, but it can be useful if you really don't have time to look at a screen and trade. But I really prefer that you make the time to learn this skill because it could change your circumstances tremendously. Um, what else? All right, so that's that. Let's go over to finance. So people ask me how to deposit. Deposit is simple. You go to finance, you go to deposit, and then from there you choose your currency type. Okay, currency type, and some people use BTC. I don't. I use USDC TRC20. Reason being is because it's the closest thing to the US dollar. I'm in the US, so I want my money to be as accurate as I can plan for it. I want to plan my goals based on what I'm getting and when I'm able to, convert back to fiat. So BTC, of course, you got to do a little more math, and it could be more or less based on when you bought the BTC. So that's why I don't use BTC. But some people love it, and I don't. So choose what you want, based on your preference, and you have a plethora of choices here to convert to and upload. You got TRX, you got Litecoin, Ethereum, ERC20. Lots of options. You got USDC, lots of options. Even got Binance up here. So if you got some Binance BUSD from other DeFi platforms or something like that, you can dump it in here and start growing your funds. All right. So withdrawal. So this is where you can request a withdrawal. Okay. All right. So in here, and the withdrawals take about 1 to 3 business days, depending on when you make the withdrawal. Um, I never had any issues with withdrawal, so there's that. All right. Let's move over to the market. Okay, so this is the fun part. So in the market, right, you get all these bonuses that you have access to. Okay. Now, as you start trading, you'll get red diamonds. You'll get blue octagons, and you'll get I'm sorry, pentagons, and you get green octagons. Okay. All of those things come down. They're all called gems. They're called gems. So when you get them, they're valuable. Red is the least valuable. Blue is more valuable than red. Green is more valuable than blue. And these are rare or legendary ones. I've never gotten one, but for what I hear, I heard they're ultra valuable. So when you get them, be prepared for a good surprise. You can use those and convert them to cash. Right? You see here, if you use four reds, 2 blues, and 3 greens, you'll get a 5% bonus on your deposit, and it gives you a promo code. Like if you click on it, right, it'll give you a promo code to use, and it'll give you 20% on a minimum of $50 deposit. Okay, so it's okay, but the value between all of these, I mean, it takes a long time to earn these, and for just 20% bonus on the deposit, I don't think it's really a good risk to reward. You probably want to hold on to your gems for other things. Okay. Primarily hold on to your gems for things like cash back. And this gives you cash back on your funds as you trade. So and you get a maximum per month based on the one you qualify for, right? So this gives you 2% cash back with a max out of 100. You get $100 cash back for the month, and you just get it dumped in your account. So very, very valuable. I think you should save your money up for these because I just started trading. $500 a month. As your account grows, I mean that could be a car payment. Just from trading and just from spending your gems on this cashback option. You got $500 a month. At the end of the month. For a year. So I think that's amazing. Um, just for you trading. Okay, and here's where you go to buy gems. Right, you go to buy the gems here on the gems tab, and as you accumulate gems, you can convert them over. And then there's an option to buy gems for cash, which I don't think is really smart. You spend $50 to get 2 gems, and you can't really do much with that. I mean, if you're really pressed for gems, I don't see why you would spend real cash to buy the gems when you can earn them. Just get your money up in pocket option and earn them. They'll come. Don't spend real cash to get these things. I think that's dumb. Okay. What else am I missing here? Achievements. So achievements allow you to earn earn gems. So as you trade, if you trade throughout the week, on the weekend they have a lottery where you can win gems just for trading, just going about your business and trading. You can win gems. I won a whole lot this weekend. Not a whole lot, but I won some pretty decent ones where my account was pretty up there. But I converted them over because I needed to put some money back in here. But yeah, that's what that does, and you can even set goals. Let's say you got your eyes set on a particular reward for a goal. You can go through all of these and determine what you got to do to get there. This one says the number of successful trades is more than 300, right? So you get experience points, which gives you the higher your experience, the more access you have to different things. So you can think about it that way. As you get more comfortable with the platform, and as you start trading more frequently and getting comfortable with things, you start leveling up organically. And as you level up, you can come back here when you get some time and just check out, you know, what the goals are and what they have to offer. Okay, chat button here. Every weekend they give you a promo code. So let's say that you want to re up on the weekends. Go to promo and they'll give you a bonus. Right, every weekend they give a bonus. um, and you go to the Telegram group, and they'll tell you what the actual code is. They don't put it right here. You have to click on that link here, and it'll redirect you to the Telegram group and give you free codes if you wanted to re up. Okay. Analytics, that's just market news and stuff. If you're really into market news and you're trading against the market, like if you're using forex, and this might be useful for you, but for OTC, it's not going to help you much. Finance, that just gives you a record of everything you've done, like your deposits, when your deposits cleared and completed, and things like that. Market, it'll tell you what you've done with your market activity. You can even use the market to buy a feature that can cancel failed trades. So if you have enough gems, you can spend that on a cancel trade reward, and you can use that to cancel, let's say, $10 worth of a failed trade, or $50 worth of a failed trade. Let me just go ahead and show you that real quick so you know what I'm talking about. Market. What am I doing here? Market. Why is it taking me here? Okay, maybe because I got the chat up. All right, there we go. All right, so here we go. If you go to cashback, right? I'm sorry, risk free is the tab you want to look for. This is where you can go. You can cancel out your failed trades. But you see, the higher you want to cancel out, the more gems you need. So I can't stress it enough. Save your greens up. If you get greens, save them up for something really big later down the line, because it could be really, really valuable. And convert all your reds and blues to greens if you have a lot of excess of them, because it'll pay off in the long run. So that's that. back to the chat thing. So promo, news I don't really use, support. If you got to reach out to support for something like you did a deposit and it didn't come through, usually they respond back pretty quick. And deposits take about, I don't know, depending on when you're depositing. It's pretty quick. It takes about maybe like 10 minutes or so for it to process from your crypto wallet to the platform. So never had any issues with deposits. But if you do have an issue, you can reach out to support there, and they'll respond back via email, usually within 24 hours. Okay, so just keep an eye on your email if you do happen to open up a support case. And I think that's a wrap. That's pretty much it. That's how that's how you use Pocket Option. Um, make sure you go ahead and set your account profile up, go through the profile process, and do your KYC so that you can actually deposit cash. If you don't do a KYC, which is know your customer, for those of you that are in DeFi, if you don't do a KYC, you won't be able to deposit funds. So Pocket Option, of course, they got to know who they're dealing with here. So you got to use your driver's license or whatever kind of credentials you have, passport or what have you, to do the KYC. So don't waste time on it. Don't feel like, okay, they want to do a KYC. I don't want to do it. Well, if you don't want to do the KYC, then you can't use Pocket Option to make money. So that's just that. If you don't want to do that, then you got to go somewhere else to make money. But every other platform wants you to do a KYC, especially in DeFi. So that's not an unfamiliar thing. Some people feel a little iffy about giving the information to people, but you know that for me that's a risk worth taking in regards to the amount of money you can make on this thing. So there's that. All right. So that's a quick run through of how to use Pocket Option. It's not real technical. It's not real hard. And that's it. Hit me up with questions. And if this was helpful to you, if this was valuable to you, please like and subscribe and share with your friends, family, people you hate, or people you don't hate, or whatever. Just get the word out there. I'll be uploading more videos as time goes on, as I get more time. And you all let me know what you think you want to see, and I'll see if I can make it happen. All right, appreciate y'all. Peace.